Welcome back to the Sports Show. Time to get to the Southern Footy League because they have had a monster weekend. The Wineflies had a 50-year reunion of their premiership, 1969. There was the Hall of Fame, plus all the footy games. Baz, I'd introduce you, but we haven't got time, mate. We need to get over to Craig Warman's press. Allan Jolly, we're talking to you about the Wineflies. Let's start with the Whinies first. 50 years. 1969 was the premiership. Big reunion on the weekend. How was it?
Yeah, no, a great weekend. Started Friday night at the club, where started at 6:30 that night and went until, well, I took a couple of blokes home. Got home at 1 o'clock in the morning, took those blokes home because they had a few drinks. And it was a great night.
As you would after 50 years.
Yeah.
Well, you get thirsty. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, I've got this in front of me, the gun dynasty. We'll talk about that, mate. So, how many guns from 1900 to 2019 played for the Wineflies?
There was Harry Gunn back in 1905. He was one. Then there was Verdi Gunn. Then there was the three brothers that played.
69.
There was two brothers that played in 69.
Yeah.
And their other brother who went to Morford Vale, so they actually played against him during the year.
Why did he do that?
He got the coaching job
Okay.
in 1964 to go to Morford Vale, but he moved to Morford Vale from Ranella.
So one of the guns got inducted into the Hall of Fame, and we'll come back to him in a minute. But how's this for an amazing club record? We talked about the Stringers just before we came on here.
Yeah.
Club records for the gun dynasty: 1,341 games.
Yeah.
47 Southern Footy League Association games. They played a total number of games of 1,388. That's some sort of record, isn't it?
That is amazing.
That is impressive.
Yeah. There's three guns here. There's three guns on the jumper here.
Yeah.
And if we shall I hold that up and just to show
the right colours for you, mate.
the punters? Well, it's black and white.
Yep.
Right. Looking good as well. Looking good. But there it is. There. That's a great looking Guernsey. Did they wear this on the weekend?
Yeah.
They wore the jumper.
They wore that on, and they were presented before the game by all the past premiership players.
Okay, because they played the team that they played in 1969, Christie's.
Yeah.
Beat them in 69.
Yeah.
And it's taken them 50 years to give you a slapping back. That's what happened.
They gave them a good one too. Can we stay focused on this, mate?
Yeah, we will. Yeah.
Mate, the biggest highlight of the night, because, a lot of guys come back, there's a lot of memories. What do you reckon was a couple of the highlights Friday night, the 50-year reunion?
It was probably a bloke called Terry Huppert who played on the wing. He got up and spoke, but he always said he was the best player on the ground. They said all played well in that grand final, but Terry Huppert's on the wing and Terry Gunn at full back. They said they were the best two on the ground. So they interviewed Terry Gunn and Huppy that night. Yeah. So, but just all the people that came back, that they've been doing this for 20 years, 5 years every time they come back. So
people you wouldn't have seen for a while. That's the great part about those nights, isn't it? You think, God, where's he been? Because you haven't heard from him for 10 years or whatever, and they just turn up at these. They're very special, aren't they? There's things like this.
We had two come in from Queensland, one from WA, one from Victoria. One drove down from Waikerie, but it was just fantastic.
Yeah.
It's one thing about a premiership, it just binds people.
Well, it does, mate. It does. You'll come back.
It's a lifetime, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely, it's a lifetime.
Finish runner-up, you say we're having a runner-up event. You'd be lucky if half the blokes.
That's right. That's right. Well, that's right. You would.
But
like you say, the flags.
Is 50 years ago. Now these blokes are in their mid-20s. Some of them went 30s when they were playing. You're talking blokes now that are
in their 80s,
mid-70s. Late 70s, early 80s, and they made the effort and got there. So, great effort.
Well, Allan, you're looking terrific for 89. Hey, you said you were 9 years old at the time. You were at the game. When they start telling the stories, what can you recall?
Well, Robert Gilbertson and Terry Huppert's side, when we drove into the old Noarlunga Oval, we were on the half-forward flank. Father had played in the B grade before, but I can't really remember anything about that game. Just the sort of the game, a couple of things that happened. But after the game, my dad grabbed me and said, we're going out to see this. And he took me out and I stood behind Bob Ryan, who was the president of the league, who was a Ranella man, and Jeff Lewis when he was presented the flag and the shield. So that's the thing.
So you're on the ground.
Thing, but we haven't got a photo of it.
Yeah.
So we've always, and the one thing I wanted to get the photo for, because I might be in the background with that.
Well done to you. We need to get to Craig about the Hall of Fame on the weekend and then the games that are coming up this week, mate. So 5 inductees. How was the afternoon, Sunday that rolled into Sunday night?
Yeah, no, it was a terrific day. Yeah, we had our 5 new inductees, of course, and special guest speaker was Robert Odie. He was fantastic. Well, for the highlight for the Ranella people, of course, was the induction of Terry Gunn, who played 250 games and 22 association games. Also had a stint down at the Bay under Neil Curley.
Yeah.
Played in the same junior Colts side as Graham Corns.
Yep.
So, yeah, it was a really big day for not only the Gunn family, but the whole of the Southern Footy League. When you look at the inductees, we had Grant McAvaney. He's the first ever from the Flagstaff Hill Football Club, but he had ties with Plimpton and Mitchell Park, and his father, Edward, actually started the Mitchell Park Football Club.
Wow.
So that was a really good thing there. Of course, we had a couple of umpires, Darcy Cheney and Mark Jensen, both umpired over 750 games.
They get in everywhere, don't they?
They do.
Those umpires, they get in everywhere.
Apparently there's a story you can't play without them.
Yeah.
Is that right?
You can, but it's pretty ugly. Yeah, call your own push in the back. Yeah.
And then, of course,
good
the
point.
other member of the five was Matty Wise, who holds the club record of 427 games for the Christie Beach Football Club.
Wow, 427.
That is a lot of games.
That is some football, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, all worthy inductees.
Yeah. Mate, let's have a quick look at this weekend's games because we might run out. It's a big weekend coming up in the Southern Footy League, mate. Aldinga up against Ranella, 9th, both coming in off a loss. 9 plays 5. The Wine Flies were pretty awesome, pretty ugly on the weekend, mate, but we can bounce back. What are you thinking?
Yeah, you can certainly bounce back from that. And, of course, quick congratulations to Damon Arnold from Ranella.
Yep.
He made the state country side, who's flying his way to Perth at the moment.
Oh, excellent.
So he'll be playing against WA country as the curtain raiser to North Melbourne and West Coast. So congratulations to him, young,
absolutely.
19-year-old.
Yep.
Playing state country footy, so that's really good for them. So I think Ranella can win that one. Our match of the day, of course, will be
Christie's
the Battle of the Sock, Christie's Beach and Port Noarlunga. This will be an absolute ripper. Both teams coming off good wins last weekend. And I reckon Christie's at home will get the chocolates.
Well, Christie's, do you really?
Yeah.
What about Baz's team Cove, mate? They had the bye on the weekend up against Happy Valley. Happy Valley just
Freshened up.
motoring along nicely, and then they had a loss on the weekend.
Freshened up.
Cove are freshened up.
Freshened up,
Right.
ready to rock and roll.
I reckon he might be right this one for once in his life. Cove might.
Really?
And again,
Excellent.
It's at home, and of course. Spurred on, there's a big ladies' day down there. So,
At Cobra Park?
You've been banned, so
Yeah,
that's okay.
yeah.
So I think the Cobras might get that one.
All right, Noarlunga, Morpeth Vale?
Always good games, but Noarlunga's still undefeated,
Great
and I
form.
can't see him
They're in
be
good
beaten
form.
this
They're too
weekend.
good.
They are in ripping form. Hey, Allan, appreciate you coming in, mate. Great story. Well done on the 50-year reunion
exactly
of the Wine
right.
Flies. As always a pleasure catching up with the Pres. Southern Footy League, get down and support your team this weekend. Stay with us. Still, plenty to come on the show.